see without them.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
We are live on Facebook. Outstanding.
All right.
Here we are.
Outstanding.
You guys can see us?
Yes. We are live. I see the video.
All right. We are live. Welcome, everyone.
Now streaming on Facebook. Yes. Thank you for being here, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, let's get this show going.
All right. So what I'm going to do,
indeed.
I got a couple of people that are trying to come in. Let me let them in first.
Let everyone in. There's Miss Johnson. I think that's Denise Johnson. Christine, Grace, thank you. This is going to be 20 minutes, and then we'll do a question and answer. And we're just rocking and rolling, having fun here. Denise, thank you for being here. You made it.
Yes.
To
How
our
are you?
First.
We
are awesome.
Denise.
Terrific. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Miss Johnson.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
So we're going to spend 20 minutes together. Hopefully you'll have a few questions afterwards. But, you know, being part of the Ambassador Club at SSM, this was one of the things that we are learning to do, is basically holding our own lives and giving value and teaching and building up our audience. So hopefully we will pass on some of our knowledge to you in the hopes that it opens up your world as well. And tonight we have with us the incomparable Miss Daria Jackson from Brooklyn, New York, and the most charming party player. We call her the T-Bomb, Tikeja Wyatt Jackson from Florida. And then, of course, there's Pat McKeon, and I am from New York. Where else can we?
Okay.
Well, what else can we say about that?
All right.
So,
I am about to.
With that being said, we're hosting. Daria, you want to take it away? You want me to do the first slides?
1 second. I'll start with the first. Let me just.
That's our last slide.
Yeah, and it wasn't the right. It wasn't the right thing. So give me a second.
Perfect.
And
you know what? While you guys are doing that, I was trying to get on from my computer because I'm on my phone and it just would not allow me. So I tried to even send it to my email myself. It wouldn't allow me to do that either. And I went,
Oh, wow. All right. Here we go.
All right. Well, that's great that you made it on.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
We'll have to look at why that happened. But in any event, okay, now you know who we are, and the name of our group is Online Marketing Made Simple. And today what we're going to talk about are the 3 pitfalls to your success in any kind of marketing, whether it's online or offline, and 3 solutions that will help you to avoid these kinds of obstacles. So the first pitfall is.
Right. So let me take that away. So
we are going to give that one away.
All right. So the first pitfall is not knowing what to do. Yeah, think of the time when you came online and you're excited about your opportunity, and you was like, oh yes, I'm gonna get on Facebook, I'm gonna go on Twitter, I'm going on Instagram, and I'm gonna put my link everywhere. You know, and then you said, well, okay, I put my link everywhere. Now what? So, and then it gets to the point where you get online and you find yourself just scrolling and reading and laughing, and you got nothing done, right? So that is definitely a big pitfall in our industry. We've all been there. So here is the first solution. You have to plan your work, and you got to work your plan. So you need to know exactly what you need to do from what you're going to do from point A to point B, whatever it is that you're going to do, whether you're going to do a video, how many people you're going to reach out to, where you're going to post, what kind of post. There's several types of posts that you can put out. So you need to know what your plan is so that when you sit down, you know exactly what to do, and you can get that done. And then you can stroll and laugh and read because you got your work done.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
you gotta have a plan. Okay, it's so important.
I have a question. Can everybody hear Daria? Can everybody hear? Can you put in the comments you can hear or not?
Yes, put a 1 in the comments if you can hear us.
Is she coming in loud and clear?
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Christine.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank you so much. So here is another solution. So you want to plan your work day. You know, I'm home. I do this full time. So it's so easy for the whole day to get away from me and realize nothing was done. So what I do is the night before, I'll write a couple of bullet points of what I need to do. I'm going to do a YouTube video. I'm going to place an ad. I'm going to maybe I'm going to join some groups, you know. So whatever that plan is, I lay it out the night before so that when I sit down in front of my computer, I know exactly what I'm going to do for that day. And that's the teacher in me. I'm a retired teacher. We had to do lesson plans. I did my lesson plan starting on Wednesday so that on Monday I was ready to go. So that's in me. So when I came in Monday morning, I knew exactly what I had to do for the week because I had it right on my desk, and it works. And I just transferred it over into my business, and it's a great way to be so that you can always stay on target with what you're doing. So you want to decide when is the best time for you to do your work, whatever that is. Maybe some people they get up at 5 in the morning. And they want to do it before they go to work. Some people say, well, you know what, I'm going to do it during my lunchtime or my break throughout my day. Then you have others that will say, well, you know what, I'm going to wait until I put the kids to bed, after I feed them, do everything. And then by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, I'm going to get started. So the thing is, you have to decide the best time for you, whatever your algorithm is, because your business is going to be different from mine because your schedule is different. You know, there are no children in my home right now, thank God. So it's just my husband and I. But then you may have your children, you may have your grandchildren, you may be taking care of a parent, you know. So whatever your dynamic is, you fit your business in within your lifestyle. All right. So now we're going to move to pitfall number 2. And
I'm going to take it away, guys.
take it away.
Pitfall number 2, of course, like it says, FOMO and SOS. You guys know what FOMO is, fear of missing out, right? You see people posting all of this money and stuff, right? You think you're missing something over there, and then it start looking real good, right? Start looking real good. The next thing you know, you quitting one thing, yeah, you're doing something else. That's a no-no.
That's right.
That's a no-no. You don't quit. You can always add on. You never quit. You know that FOMO stands for the fear of missing out. You know, it's a psychological trigger. Humans can't help responding to it. According to a study, the phenomenon published in Computers and Human Behavior, FOMO is pervasive apprehension. I know that others might be having rewarding experiences from which one is absent. Absolutely. FOMO is real, and so is SOS. At its core, shiny object syndrome, or SOS, is a disease of distraction. You know, like I was saying, you're doing one thing, you know what I'm saying? You working at it, and you feel like you're not getting any progress, and then you see something over here. These people, you know, seem like they're really making a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? So you quit. You don't do that. You know, it affects all entrepreneurs, especially, you know what I'm saying, specifically because of the qualities that make them unique. It's called shiny object syndrome because it's entrepreneurial equivalent to a small child chasing after shiny objects. Because we all see that, right? We all have kids or grandkids or nieces and nephews. So, you know, what's the solution to this pitfall? You know, the solution to FOMO is, it's quite dangerous, and it leads to quitting, and quitting leads to failure. So that also leads to shiny object syndrome. Consider if you like brand new online, a brand new marketer, you never been online, you got a brand new business, right? So you need to at least be in that one business 90 to 100 days, giving it what you got, because if you quit, you know what I'm saying? You just quit this one opportunity before you see any success, and you get this new opportunity or this new shiny object, right? That's looking so pretty now because it's sounding all good and you all hyped up like you were with that first opportunity. But you don't realize if you quit this one, you're going to join that one and start all over again. You don't want to start all over again. You want to progress. You just want to build, build, build. Once that one start doing something, then you can, add on something else. I mean, how many times, like, it said, how many times do you halt, your progress only to realize, you could have got so much further. So now a few practices that you can do to minimize your FOMO. You can, of course, focus on what you presently have. Everybody says that, right? You just got to be a little grateful. Just write in your journal 5 things that you're grateful for every day, and have an accountability partner. It's something that I especially like to do. If you know that you're supposed to do a live today, I'll say like, hey, Daria, I'm supposed to do a live today, after this live, so if I don't do that live, she'll be like, hey, girl, aren't you supposed to be doing a live today? So that always helps if you have an accountability partner. You can talk to them for a couple minutes a day. It really helps. Don't try to go it alone. It's a team effort. It really is.
Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, we go into pitfall number 3, which is the Debbie Downers. Has anybody ever encountered a Debbie Downer or a nasty Nick? The naysayers, the negative people that are all around us, trying to persuade us, trying to tell us that what we're doing, we're out of our minds. You know anyone like that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you guys do or have come across them. Try as we might, we're not going to avoid these people. They exist and it's okay. What we can do, however, is we can manage ourselves. We can become strong within ourselves. We can condition our mind every day. We need to do practices that help our self-esteem and self-image get stronger. It's like, the best analogy really is in sports, right? You start out, let's say you're running and, you haven't exercised in a year. So you're going to really go slow that first day and everything's going to ache and hurt the next day. And God, can I ever do this again? But again, each little day you take another step, another step, another step. You begin to get stronger. Your self-esteem begins to feel stronger. You start talking to yourself differently. And one day you notice, like 2-3 weeks later, hey, I'm standing taller. Any one of you ever had that experience of standing taller?
Mm-hmm.
It's a great experience, isn't it? Now, the point is, when we encounter these negative Nicks and Debbie Downers, we want to condition our mind. But the question is, what do we do to condition our mind? What are you doing, Grace, to condition your mind? Mrs. Johnson, what are you doing? Christine, what are you doing to condition your mind? Well, we all
because I was ready.
Say it again?
No, when you said my name, I was ready. But go ahead.
Great. Well, I don't know what you ladies are doing to condition your mind. However, some of you may know over the last several months, I've been going to Virginia to a meditation retreat, and I've really taken on the practice of meditation. Now, the kind of meditation that I do isn't like the meditation that takes you years, 30 years to become a guru. It's not that kind of meditation. I simply slip up my earphones onto my phone. I put on my earbuds, right? And I have a very special meditation music called Synchronicity. And what it does is that it balances our right brain from our left brain, analytical to creativity. We're usually operating at an imbalance, right? One of them is always higher than the other, basically driving us crazy and interfering with our production, interfering with everything that we could be. So what this meditation does basically creates a balance. And it doesn't happen over 30 years. It happens in your first 30-minute meditation. So that's a solution I highly encourage you ladies to find out about. In my opinion, it's the key to success. Next, take 10 to 15 minutes every day, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening. And I love to read right before I'm going to sleep because my mind is already like, peaceful, and I'm kind of like ready to go to sleep. So the brain is quickly going to absorb personal development authors. You've all heard of Napoleon Hill and Dick Carnegie, Tim Ferriss, The 4-Hour Work Week, and many other books. Pema Chadron might be a new person to you. She's a mystic, fabulous meditator, yoga person. And do yourselves a favor and check out Brene Brown on YouTube. Brene Brown, she's an educator, and her video is one of the videos on YouTube on personal development that has gotten the most views ever on a YouTube video. Remember, always in the back of your mind, when people ask you, how are you? Ask yourself, how are you? How are you doing, Mrs. Johnson? How are you doing, Grace? How are you doing, Christine? How are you doing, Daria? How are you doing, T? Well, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Mm-hmm. And remember that as a mantra as you go through your day. My friends, this is the time for questions and answers. And we'd love to answer any questions and also feedback on what you may have gotten from what we've shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would love that. Does anybody have any questions? I'm going to bring us back so we can see each other.
Okay, terrific.
Yes, Christine would like to say something. Okay. Go ahead, Christine.